I try to film so you can see the outside as I done in many of my latest videos, but it's just too bright, so I'm gonna take my paper, my chair, and move it this way. So yeah, this was a tough one, really tough one. So I'm gonna do my top 10 favorite guitarists of all time. Man. I barely scribbled anything down. This is a hard one. I'm not gonna do any honorable mentions because it's just too much. And to get down to top 10 guitarists, and this is not the definitive ranking of the greatest guitarists of all time. Mosquito. It's just my personal favorite guitarists of all time. Top 10 favorite guitarists of all time. And many people will say, why did you left this guy out and this guy and this guy? No, this is my personal favorite guitarist. Not the greatest of all time. Even some are very obvious choices that most or many would put in their top 10s. But anyway, so it was such a hard, exhausting list to do. So man, it was hard. But this is I feel quite confident right now that today this is it's mosquitoes. This is my top 10 favorite guitarists of all time. I like guitarists and all musicians and bands and band members who have their own unique style, and in the case of guitarists, their own style, sound and tone and stuff like that. So fuck mosquito. So anyway, so number 10, Dave Murray from Iron Maiden. Probably known as the greatest guitarist in Iron Maiden of all time. So of all the guitarists in the lineup. So for me personally, so yeah, he has a really unique style. He has the I don't know what it's called. It's like a hollow style, and every band member in every guitarist in Maiden, like Yannick Gerson, Adrian Smith, have their own sound, especially in their solos and their along guitar playing. And yeah, Dave Murray, he has a very hollow sound, very unique sound, very unique, especially in his solos and when he does his guitar figures and stuff. So fuck, it's mosquitoes everywhere. But whatever, summer's coming up, so I think I gotta change studio soon. So okay, great guitarists, one of my favorite guitarists of all time. So 9, Marty Friedman from Megadeth. He has done a lot of amazing solo albums, but I think he came in Rust in Peace 1990, known as Megadeth's most famous, their best album and one of the best thrash metal albums of all time. He really changed the sound up, and he was a great contributor to Megadeth sound. part of the beginning of their most famous lineup. He has a very unique way he hold the guitar pick, like he's known for that. So yeah, he has very unique sound, very unique solos, and very unique, very amazing. And his solo albums also is yeah, he's competing with the best of the best. So 8, Eddie Van Halen. Many would say, why is this guy not the number 2, number 3, even number 1? No, this is a personal list. This is a list for me of guitarists who means the most to me, and inspired me and influenced me, and what I like in guitar sounds and music and stuff. So Eddie Van Halen is a contender to be the greatest guitarist of all time, one of the top. The first song of the band Van Halen debut album, Eruption. Holy fucking shit! What a masterpiece! Probably the most known instrumental guitar song of all time. Absolutely amazing. And as I scribble down, and talking about love, that guitar riff is absolutely fucking phenomenal. Such a extraordinary, and he said personally he's a tone chaser. He chase for tones, and he has an amazing guitar tone, amazing. So yeah, absolutely amazing. One of the absolutely greatest guitarists of all time, as he is known for. 7, Luca Turilli from Rhapsody, later changed their name to Rhapsody of Fire, and he had his own band later, Luca Turilli's Rhapsody, and now is Turilli Leone Rhapsody. Holy shit. When you talk about neoclassical guitar playing in metal, this is the guy. He's basically the composer of everything in Rhapsody. I would go so far to say that Luca Turilli is my number 1 god in metal music. His compositions, orchestrations, when they hire orchestrations, and he plays synths, and yeah, and his guitar playing is absolutely phenomenal. His solos, neoclassical. I love neoclassical stuff, so absolutely amazing. One of the greatest metal guitarists of all time, that's for sure. 6, Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins. This will be quite a weird, strange choice, many would say, but this is my personal list, okay? Billy Corgan, the Smashing Pumpkins is, as I know, the most unique alternative rock band of all time. One of my favorite bands, top 10 favorite bands. Really unique sound and style, especially in Siamese Dreams, their second album. Continue onwards on Melancholy and The Infinite Sadness, their third album. The guitar riffs in Siamese Dreams are heavy as shit, really crunchy, absolutely amazing. Sounds quite rough, and the sounds, those kind sounds I have never heard before. with the guitar as Billy Corgan, and James Iha, by the way, is the other guitarist in Smashing Pumpkins, but Billy Corgan pretty much created all this stuff. Yeah, one of my personal favorites. 5, Jimi Hendrix. Okay. Known as the greatest guitarist of all time. And I have no problem if this is the #1 guitarist for many people. But as I said, this is my list. It's not the greatest guitarist. It's my personal favorite guitarists. And everyone's list will be different anyways. Okay. Let's see if it... Oh, fuck me. I have... It ran away. No, anyway, so... I didn't capture it on cam. It was there. But anyway, so... I have... Jimi Hendrix may be the greatest guitarist of all time, if not Eddie Van Halen. And I have a few other mentions also, but... When I heard All Along the Watchtower, how he slide his Voodoo Child, Purple Haze, the Jimi Hendrix Experience, the 3 albums, the early trace of heavy metal, Guitar Wizard, such a amazing guy, amazing guitar player, and there's so many I left out. One of Yngwie Malmsteen is not gonna be on my list. He's not one of my top 10. He's a favorite, but not top 10. Many guitar wizards and extraordinaires. It's a top 10 list. Is so hard to put together. So. 4, Kurt Cobain from Nirvana. Holy shit. One of the first guitarists I really got into. He's a god for me. Probably the pioneer creator of grunge music. Such an unique guitar style. Holy shit. The whole sound, the guitar tone and everything, and in Smells Like Teen Spirit, their most famous songs, the solo there is absolutely amazing. It's In Bloom, another song, the solo there is so unique. Their whole sound, his whole guitar playing is absolutely amazing. And now we go into the creme de la creme, for me personally. Kurt Cobain could be there, but over time I got other favorites. So 3, Kai Hansen from Gamma Ray, power metal band, the creator of real power metal with Halloween, Keeper of the Seven Keys, 1987, and Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2, 1988. Do I need to say more? Created the European power metal style. So when Keeper of the Seven Keys is now known for the first real power metal album. Going on to, he left Gamma Ray and left Halloween and created Gamma Ray. Here's where things get real. First album, Heading for Tomorrow, 1990. So Lust for Life what was the first song of the album, and I bought the Heading for the East DVD. That changed how he and Dirk Shetler, I don't even remember how to say the name, the guitarist who's now a bassist in the band, how they did the guitar duels, and it was like a life-changing experience, because guitarists, I'm also a guitar player, by the way. Guitar is my favorite instrument since number 2, and I love most instruments, but yeah, that was extraordinary. And how he continue he's a fucking guitar wizard. So number 2, Adrian Smith from Iron Maiden, my favorite guitarist from Iron Maiden. This was the first Guitar Hero I really got into. Is thinking back and everything, this was the guy I worship the first. I liked other guitar players before, like Lupus Thunder from Bloodhound Gang, Kurt Cobain from Nirvana, but this was the first guitar, real Guitar Hero I admire. As I said with Dave Murray, everyone in Maiden has their own unique style in guitar playing, and Adrian Smith brings kind of slow, lazy sound to Maiden, and his guitar solos and the songs he writes for Maiden are very rockish, sort of, and the guitar solos is they're very rockish, but he is such a unique style of writing guitar solos. He starts from melodic to heavier and go back to melodic, and in, for example, songs like No More Lies and Passion Dale from the Dance of Death album, he brings the solos to the whole songs to a whole another level. This was my favorite guitarist of all time. Kai Hansen was higher at one point later, but Adrian Smith is, which I would say is my first real Guitar Hero. Until this is painful. I went through Kai Hansen, Adrian Smith. I'm gonna take a sip for this one. Another guy that completely changed absolutely everything for me, what a guitarist can do. And my number one over time is Michelangelo Battio. As I say, guitar is my favorite instrument of all time. Synthesizers, number 2, and keyboards, and Michelangelo Battio. Crazy as it sounds, over Adrian Smith and Kai Hansen, Michelangelo Battio. When I think of the greatest, best guitarist of all time, it's not Adrian Smith, it's not Kai Hansen. Jimi Hendrix, Eddie Van Halen is contenders. Michelangelo Battio, my favorite guitarist of all time. His album No Boundaries, 1995, sounds like No Boundaries, and Science Fiction, probably my favorite instrumental guitar piece of all time. He's so fast with his fingers, so how he even do this, and this neoclassical style. I love neoclassical stuff, and he plays 2 guitars, the double guitar at the same time, and on one side he plays with the and the other end all the chords and stuff. Here at one point 4 guitar put together, and yeah, it's insane. It's ridiculous. Absolutely phenomenal. And he's so fast when he doesn't even play with the platinum on the board. Yeah. Michelangelo Batio, my favorite guitarist of all time. So I got over Kai Hansen and Adrian Smith, but Michelangelo Batio, as I thought about it, yeah, it's my favorite guitarist of all time. So many I have left out, but this is my personal list. So I'm gonna do a cheers to all of these guys. And all of the ones I left out because I have so many scribbled down, but I feel quite confident about this top 10, so. Next video is the ranking of the Iron Maiden albums. See you, bye.